In the small town of Maple Creek, everyone knew the story of Sarah, the girl who disappeared on a rainy night many years ago. She was walking home from a friend's house when a storm rolled in. The rain poured down and the wind howled like a beast. Sarah never made it home. Some said she had drowned in the creek, while others believed she had been taken by a mysterious figure seen lurking in the shadows. But one thing was certain: Sarah's spirit never left the town. Years later, a group of teenagers, curious and brave, decided to test the legend. They gathered at the old bridge over Maple Creek, armed with flashlights and a sense of adventure. The sky was dark, and the air was thick with fog. They laughed and joked, but deep down, they felt the weight of the stories that surrounded them. "Let's call her name," one of them suggested, half-jokingly. They stood in a circle, and with trembling voices, they shouted, "Sarah, we're here!" At first, nothing happened. The only sound was the rushing water below and the rustling leaves in the wind. But then, just as they were about to leave, they heard it, a soft, sad voice echoing through the trees. "Help me." The teenagers froze. The voice sounded like a lost child. They looked at each other, unsure if they should go closer. Curiosity pulled them in, and they followed the sound to the edge of the creek. The moonlight cast an eerie glow on the water, making it shimmer like silver. "Sarah?" one girl called out, her voice shaking. "Is that you?" The water began to ripple, and a figure appeared on the other side of the creek. It was a girl with long, wet hair and a pale face. She looked lost, her eyes filled with sorrow. "Help me," she whispered again, her voice barely above a breath. Fear gripped the teenagers, but compassion pushed them forward. "What do you need?" the girl asked softly. The spirit pointed to the creek. "I can't find my way home." Suddenly, the air grew colder, and a gust of wind blew through the trees. The ghostly girl looked directly at them, her expression shifting from sadness to desperation. "Please, I need to go home." Just then, the boys felt a chill run down their spines. They stepped back, realizing they were in over their heads. "We should go," one of them shouted, and they all turned to run. As they fled, they could hear the whispering of the wind, mixing with the ghost's cries. "Help me! Help me!" The next day, the townspeople found them shivering by the bridge, terrified and pale. They told the story of Sarah, and from that day on, no one dared to speak her name again. But the whispers continued, echoing through Maple Creek, reminding everyone that some legends are born from truth, and the spirit of Sarah would always be there, waiting for someone to help her find her way home.